Hey guys, it's Hopping Hammy, and today I wanted to give you some quick updates on the hamsters as well as share some happy news which I'll talk about at the end of the video. So I'll start off with Rivet updates because he's my newbie and I just adopted him a little over a month ago. He's been doing great and is having a wonderful time in his new setup. He has his favorite paths mapped out now, so he speeds around the cage pretty quickly, and I have to be careful because he'll be busy in one corner and then suddenly he's like right next to my hand because he runs over so quickly. Now, he hasn't been as aggressive as I initially thought that he would be based on what I was told about him. He's done pretty well at taking food from me, and he even sat on my husband's hand once to eat a pumpkin seed, which my husband's a lot braver than I am when it comes to potentially getting bit. But with that said, I still don't fully trust Rivet yet to not try and nibble on my fingers. I'd say mostly he seems curious, and his way of testing is using his teeth to see if something's edible or not. So there have been times he's started to nibble and then he stopped and just sniffed my hand, realizing it wasn't food, and he just walked away and didn't do anything. But again, I'm still being cautious as he's only been with me for about a month and he has a lot of background stress to try and forget about. Now, he has this large Proly brand of cage which is attached to some Habitrail ovopods that he really enjoys going back and forth between these, and most of the time he chooses to stay in his ovopods because he loves them so much, but throughout the day and the night he travels down to his main cage and he uses the wheel, he'll collect food, he uses his sand bath as a potty, and he'll poke around to see if he can find any millet sprays that I might have put in the cage. I do have to limit those because he would pluck them all clean in one sitting if he could, but it's a really fun treat to offer him and he seems to enjoy doing some foraging. He's been pretty picky when it comes to eating fresh food, and so far he really only likes green beans, green peas, and Napa cabbage. Sometimes a little bit of broccoli, but we're still working on finding more options that he can eat, and I tend to leave the foods out anyway in hopes that he'll take a few nibbles. So for Sprocket updates, I don't have too much news to talk about as things have been pretty regular with him, and Sprocket is very much a routine hamster where he likes his steady routine every night and he's not ready to socialize until he's had his stretchies, a long groom, some snackies, more grooming, and then he's finally ready to say hi for a short moment until he waddles his way over to the wheel and starts marathon running for the night. Now, I actually haven't been taking out his wheel much, if at all, for the past month or two, as he seems to be doing well with eating the foods I give him and holding a steady weight. He's also a full-grown adult now, so I don't have to worry about his growth quite as much as when he had first come home, and I had to moderate his wheel usage because he was having a hard time keeping any weight on. So as long as Sprocket has his wheel every night, he's a very happy and content fellow. My husband and I joke that Sprocket and Rivet could change setups, and Sprocket would be just as content in a smaller cage so long as he has his wheel, whereas Rivet would probably explore both of Sprocket's huge tanks and he'd still be ready to explore more, which is kind of funny, but of course I won't be changing their cages around. It's just something that we joke around about. Sprocket also has been doing excellent at eating all of the fruit and veggies I give him every night, and there's never anything left over in the morning, so I'm glad he's getting some good variety there. Although he still can be a bit picky with his dried food and other things I try to offer him, but overall he's doing pretty well with eating. Okay, so now for some random but very happy news. I am thrilled to share that I am now an ambassador for Happy Hamstery, which is such an honor and a privilege, and if you aren't familiar with them yet, I highly suggest you check out their website, which I'll post on the screen and in the description below. You can read all about their story, their ethics, and their goal to provide an ethical and alternative adoption option for dwarf hamster lovers in the US, which in my opinion is so needed. I would say both rescues and ethical breeders are incredibly valuable resources to have available in the hamster community. Now, besides all of that, they also have the most amazing shop of products where you can order unique supplies for your hamster. Anything from dried flowers and sprays to wooden and ceramic hideouts. They have substrates, food and treats, and they even have things like cute hamster sweatshirts. So if you decide to order anything, which I hope that you do, you can use my special code HOPPING5 to take $5 off your order with them, and there will be many more deals and product launches to come. So in future I will be sharing some unboxing videos, and I'm just so excited to be a part of their team now. They're all a really lovely group of people, and they work very hard to educate and inform hamster owners. So please, if you can, try and support them in whatever way that you're able to, and check out all of the info on their website. Don't forget about my code if you choose to order anything. Okay, so that's it for today's video, and I wanted to thank all of you once again for your support, your kind comments and messages that you take time to leave me. I love reading them, your likes, and just for supporting this channel so that it can reach more people and to be a help to the community. I hope you all have a wonderful week and stay warm, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!